Today's Unfiltered is for anybody that is grieving. I've just spent the last couple of hours trying to write a 1.5 to 2 minute speech for the funeral of a very, very beautiful soul who lived through so much. And I don't know if there's anybody else that's feeling this way within their grief. And it doesn't have to be for a person, it could be for an animal. I mean, we lost one of our dogs a few months ago now, and the pain of losing somebody that you love or a living thing that you love is the pain that you feel, isn't it? But I am just really struggling with rage. I want to get to the feelings and to the person to write a 1.5 to 2 minute speech. And of course, as soon as I think about that, it's just everything comes flooding in, doesn't it? Memories and the hopes and the conversations and the injustices of so many different things. And I just feel really angry about death. It's like my husband always says, you know, it's just like, it doesn't matter if somebody's 100 years old. It doesn't matter if somebody was fighting a long illness. It doesn't matter if suddenly somebody's been killed, murdered, in a car crash, taken their life. Nothing prepares you for it, because there is a point where the light just goes off. Like, where's my light on? It just goes off. And from that moment, you are just truly a powerless human being. Powerless. Yeah. I mean, I try and think sometimes about that word. I try to use that word when I'm frustrated with the things that I can't change, and I admit to the powerlessness of that, but I don't want to admit to this powerlessness. And I just know that there will be other people feeling that way today. So I just thought I would muse on that in Unfiltered. Muse on the rage. Muse on the sadness. Muse on the pointlessness of it. I'm so angry that somebody with a really, really good heart was taken with such a cruel, cruel, fucking horrible, fucking nasty disease. I fucking hate cancer so much. When there are so many nasty, nasty, nasty people. Like, we've all got them, haven't we? People in our past, people we work with, politicians, maniacal leaders. Trump gets to be alive till 80, whatever he is. Netanyahu will probably live to 110. Greedy billionaires. And yet, a really good person who wanted to just be able to live, to experience the things that most decent, normal people want to experience. Nice Christmases, fireworks, snuggles with their children, dressing up and having a lovely evening out, buying a new top, going for a nice walk. Somebody who just wanted the simple things, that didn't want more than they needed, gets to die young. And yet you see so many people that just trample over other people and want more and more and more and care less and less and less. And they get to live, and I just feel rageful. I just feel rageful at that fuck up. And I could drive myself mad trying to work out what is it. I mean, some people say, well, you know, the good die earlier than the evil because the good have learnt their lessons and they don't need to be here. I mean, there's all sorts of things that are said, but I just feel like it's just a fuck up. I just think it's a major fuck up. I think that whoever it was, God, Mother Nature, a power greater than us, science, we just fucked it up. It's like, why can't you just die earlier if you're a really nasty fucker? Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, and it just makes me so angry. And I know it's just like stupid, and I hope that there are only people here listening to this that are grieving, because if you're not, you're just going to think, people are so cruel anyway, aren't they? But death is brutal. It doesn't matter how it happens. It doesn't matter if somebody slips into a lovely sleep, or somebody dies twisted in agony, or somebody dies because they wanted to. It's brutal on those left behind, because there's nothing left we can do. There's nothing left we can do. I just don't know how anyone copes, like, when they lose a child. So if there's anybody here listening that's lost a child as well, that's like a whole nother stratosphere, isn't it? I can't bear it when I can't make even the most simple of unhappy moments of my grown-up children better. And it's unbearable when you can't fix things and make things better. And having lost a number of people now through my life, some in very tragic situations, and feeling how difficult that is and how painful that is. I don't know how people survive it. If you've lost a child. felt like this friend of mine, I really felt like very connected to her, some kind of cellular level, the way that you just do with some people, you know. And I think like all the people that knew her and loved her just felt it wouldn't happen, and that just by sheer will of force, you know, like in telly now and everything, you know, you're never supposed to say, you know, so and so fought hard. And I always used to think, why do people get so funny about that, you know? And it's because everyone fucking fights hard. Everyone fucking fights hard. You know, it's... And to say it, I suppose, says that others didn't fight hard enough. It is taken like others didn't fight hard enough. And, yeah. I say this a lot, and I always caveat with, I know a lot of people hate this, and I know a lot of people, you know, get really angry, and even my family get angry when I say it because they don't like it. But I love it. I love the saying, grief is the price we pay for love. And I think why so many people don't like that phrase, it was Queen Elizabeth that said it. It's her phrase, it's her quote. I think why people don't like it is because it's saying that there's always a price for love. But maybe I'm a realist, and I think that there is always a price for love. So is it not that everything that is precious and everything that is meaningful, there is some kind of cost, isn't there? I mean, when I think about giving birth to my children here at the house with, you know, I didn't want anyone there, and I didn't want to be in a hospital. There was a price for that, you know. There was a price. I paid a price. The price was pain, but it was a price I wanted to pay. And there is always a price to pay for love, and it's, if you're not prepared to take the risk and to love somebody deeply, then you don't get the riches if you don't take the risk. And back to, how the hell do I write a speech? 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. It's hard, isn't it? Anyway, I just wanted to, I couldn't. My thing is, I can't go too far from where I am. If I'm talking about something, I can't go too far from where I am. I can't just sit here now and chat about something else, because this is where I deeply am. I'm deeply in this. And, yeah. I suppose that's the difference for me between being on telly and being on a channel that is our own, is that I can only be where I am. And this is where I am. So I hope that some of what I've said has just chimed with somebody else and made them feel a little bit less loony. Grief is the price we pay for love, and it's the price I'm prepared to pay rather than to have not loved, I think.